Brilliant. Danny Flexen.
So pretty. Look at her smile. She's all good. Yeah.
Jarrell Miller's checking out the ladies. It's a good way to start the interview. Jarrell Big Baby Miller, we're happy to have you on Seconds Out. How you doing?
I'm good, man. Happy to be here, man. Can't wait for June 1st. Ready to rock and roll.
First question. It's Miller time, of course. Should get that one in.
Let's go.
Where did you get the name Big Baby from?
So my first manager at the time was the commissioner for New York commissioner for boxing in New York, and I was known as King Kong or Killer Miller. So he says, you don't want to be known as no big monkey or black American. Want to have something that's more marketable, and it came with Big Baby. And I was like, I'm not coming out to Big Baby. And he beat me in some sports bet I thought we had on TV, and I came out with Big Baby. And after I knocked the guy the first round, everybody was going kind of crazy. Big Baby. I'm like, okay, if the girls love it, the kids love it, I'll keep it.
What was his thinking behind Big Baby though? Where did he get that idea from?
I don't know, man. I thought it was just I think because I am a big baby, you know. I'm just a fun, lovable guy, and I'm very home centered, you know. I kind of want to go home and eat dinner with my mom, so you know what I mean. So I mean, that's just me. I'm just a real guy, man. That's all it is. So the name kind of
a real model, not a role model.
Exactly, and that's what it is. And I think media and fans kind of see that if you go to my interviews when nobody were really watching, it's the same thing I've been talking smack. And if you go to my kickboxing interview, same thing I've been talking smack. And I go in and I do my job.
Before we get on to AJ specifically, you said up on the press conference that you're looking to do a lot more outreach work in the community and really spread a message.
Correct.
Just tell us a little bit about what that message, that philosophy is.
So I've been working, I was talking to Brooklyn Borough President Eric Adams in New York, and we've been talking for a long time about doing a gym, opening a 503(c), which is like a non-profit organization. I had a gym for a long time, wasn't with the right partners, so I kind of moved away from that. I've been going back to my second home of Belize in third world country, trying to build up in a gym there as well too, trying to send equipment back there too, just trying to do things in the community.
You got heritage there, Belize?
Yes. So my mother's from Belize. My grandfather's Irish. He migrated from Ireland to Belize, and that's where my mother was born. I grew up in Belize. My father's a Haitian and Dominican descent. So,
what was your grandfather's Irish surname? Do you know?
Miller.
Oh, of course. What a stupid question. We're gonna have to cut that out.
It's hilarious. So yeah, but I got Miller, and then man. So I started learning more about him, and then my father's side, they're Haitian descents of the whole slavery thing that happened with the Spaniards and the French, and they were just tough guys that is overthrown. The first country in the Caribbean to overthrown, the oppressor. So it's crazy. Both of my backgrounds are fighting backgrounds, whether it be from the Haitians and the kings from Africa, from my Irish side as well. So I'm built for fighting, man.
So you're Big Baby, fun-loving guy, as you've said.
Yeah.
What was behind the stuff in New York last week, the kind of antagonism between you and AJ? Was that all part of a strategy?
Yeah, it's definitely part of a strategy too, but it's kind of built up energy as well too, I'm a warrior. I mean, outside the street, I had a war. I had temper issues when I was growing up as a kid, but through martial arts and fighting and doing activities, I kind of been able to kind of suppress that stuff. But as a fighter now, I've learned that I leave it all in the ring most of the time, but kind of seeing him and seeing your goal, what you've been working so hard to come, and it's right in front of you. It's like, I want to get him out the way right now. I don't want to wait for June 1st.
Oh, you're not going to hit me.
I'm just saying.
Looking hungry.
But when I think about it, that's kind of like when you program yourself. As anything in life, you got to learn how to turn the switch on, the switch off. And I've been very good at that. It's got me through a lot of situations in street violence and my community to where I've learned to just let things go and kind of suppress myself and just, hey, it is what it is. But once I get in that ring, it's like Pandora box open. I'm opening a whole can of whoop ass on you. You know what I mean?
Talking about that, when AJ's up here on the dais talking about, his hands getting messed up from street fighting and the hard upbringing he's had, as someone from Brooklyn and someone who's been through what you've been through, do you kind of laugh at that?
Hell yeah, because he's full of shit. He's never ever brought the conversation up. It's because he has a nervous, it's a word I told my publicist, a phrase. He has... I want to get. I hate when I bring up something I can't. Where's Alvina? It's like he doesn't know his true identity because he's putting on his front for so long. So what happened when he's nervous, when he bites his fingers or bites his nails, this is what happens. But because I came so aggressive to him in the first interview now, he's trying to find out his identity. So I got to tell people about what I did and where I come from. No, you wasn't talking all that smack your last couple interviews. It's just now you want to bring it up because you ran against a real top dog that's been through and seen it all. I can care less of what he does. I can care less about his past because I know I'm just built different than he is mentally. So if it took me to bring that out of him, then it's not part of him. You know what I'm trying to say? If the real part of you can't come out and you need somebody to bring it out of you, that's not who you are.
So he's fake?
Super fake. You get $700 facials and put makeup on every day. You're fake as shit.
So last question before I let you go, and on that notion, if it turns into a street fight on June the 1st at MSG, who comes out on top and how?
Oh my God, that's an automatic loss for him, period. Like, he's going to lose anyway. But let me tell you something. we was talking about the last person. I said, in a street fight, you would never win. Oh, if I got better box. I said, that's your problem. There you go. You're thinking street fight is a boxing thing. I would jump across the table and chew your face on, dig my thumb into your eye socket and punch on your groin.
That's very graphic.
I'm trying to tell you because that's where I'm thinking. I'm thinking street fight. He don't get it. He'll never beat me in the street fight.
You're not going to do that in the ring, though, are you?
I'm not going to do that. But if it get a little dirty, I can do some dirty boxing and it's going to be a whole lot different. But I'm trying to tell you, he would never beat me in a street fight because he's only thinking with this. In a fight, in street fight, I'm learning to throw elbows, headbutts, the whole nine. It's a little different. It's survival. You know what I mean? So in a ring, it's his only chance he's ever going to get a chance to try and beat me. And he's still going to lose there. So if he comes to a street fight in the ring, I'm a better inside fighter. I'm more gritty. I'm heavier than him. So like I said before, man, it's going to be a fun fight. But every time I think about it, I'm just like, no, man, I'm going to get this motherfucker. You know, I'm hype, bro. I'm fucking hype.
We thank you, Jarrell Miller, with that Irish surname. We really appreciate it.
Hey, get him, baby.
Best of luck.